her physique was good in Elektra. You know, she's tall, she's kind of got athletic build, and she's not like this skinny little nothing of a waif.
Well, Elektra's supposed to be kind of like on the skinny side, like comic book speaking.
Well, yeah, but you know, she's also got a bunch of TNA running around too. I mean, hold up that cover again. Hold up that cover again.
Comic book, everybody's got TNA.
All right, hold up that cover again, damn it. That's what, you know, I was expecting to see. See? All right, maybe it's too much on the T, but look at that A.
Yeah, no, she's got a nice A.
Yeah.
A is for ass. But, you know, I mean, they were going to have to start, like, easing people into the weird shit. I mean, I understand where Jessie's coming from her point of view. I mean, I'm down with it. But, I mean, once they get into, like, you know, Iron Fist, you know, Iron Fist is, like, that's all mystic.
Yeah.
Heart of the Dragon, punchy, glowy, fisty thing. You know, he's not a mutant or anything. He's just...
Yeah, I mean...
He's a mystic kung fu white guy.
Right. I like the Punisher. I like the Frank Castle.
Shane is such an awesome Punisher.
He is. He's really good. I like it. Jessie didn't like it at first. I think she's starting to grow. He's starting to grow on her. But she was like, you know, wasn't he like super muscular or something? You know, wasn't he like this big guy? I was like, well, I mean, you know, yeah. Sometimes they drew him big, but he was just a regular guy. He didn't have any like superpowers or nothing. He was just a regular guy who was really good at killing people.
It's comic book art.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody
depends who's drawing them.
Look at Cable when Rob Liefeld draws him. He's like so huge and muscular, and he's got these tiny little ankles. If Rob Liefeld's Cable tried to run down the street, his ankles would shatter, and he'd have to crawl after like Deadpool.
Yeah.
He had the tiniest little ankles. He had dainty little feet. He's like,
wait for me, Deadpool, wait for me, I have these baby ankles.
Not only was he like huge with the tiny little ankles, but like Rob Liefeld drew him with like, you know, 1,000 pounds of equipment.
Yeah.
There's no way he could have walked on those ankles.
Telekinesis.
I guess he could have used his telekinesis. That's probably why his ankles were so like underdeveloped. He was just like, screw this walking shit, I'm just gonna TK myself everywhere. And his ankles just atrophied.
He's got like a telekinesis baby walker. You know how the babies, you know, they got the baby walker and their legs just kind of like drag behind and just like flip around a little bit.
I fell in love with so many babies today.
Oh.
A lot of babies in the post office today. A lot of people bringing their kids into the post office. Little tiny babies. And they were all pretty friendly.
Oh.
One of them was blowing me kisses as they were leaving. I was like, "Aw." I was like, leave me your baby. He's cute."
No, you leave him.
No babies.
Leave me the baby.
Yeah, I mean, once I got them home, I'd be like, well, what do I do with you now? I can't put you in
Daryl,
crate.
watch this kid.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what would happen. I'd tell Daryl to watch the cat. I'm just like, Daryl, keep an eye on Biddy. It'd be the same thing. I'd be like, keep an eye on Biddy and little Mondo Jr. there. Keep an eye on him.
Are you?
And then he would just randomly pee on the floor. Daryl, not the kid. Peed on the floor again today while I was gone.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not, you know, he does it in the kitchen near the litter box. It's like, I'm guessing, I don't know if he could hold it. It's not like a regular occurrence. If it was like a daily thing, I'd be worried. It's infrequent, but it always just irritates the shit out of me when it happens.
Yeah.
And I did take my lunch later than normal today. I was stuck on the window till almost 3. And, you know, for a while I've been coming home for lunch like 1:30. And, you know, when I come home, he's like, holy shit, I gotta go out. I gotta go out. So he's probably like, where the hell is he? I gotta go out. Oh my... No, I'm not saying that word for you. You see him look at me over my shoulder when I said that word? I was like, out. And he was just like, what?
I see him checking out the window. He's like, who's out there then?
Yeah, he's like messing up my blinds.
I have to do the same damn thing. You know what? I leave my blinds up in the living room like that much so Apollo could get his nose under it instead of clawing at it to see what's outside.
I usually do that unless I plan on like walking around in my boxers or something. Then I'm like, shit, I better close this. But then I'm like, once he does that, then people can see me anyway.
Yeah.
I should just get more interesting boxers.
There you go.
And just be like, hey guys, woo, check me out. You see, Eric Rivera and Dave Krimsky having like a fight on my Facebook wall.
No, I did not.
Not a bad one, but like I had mentioned that like all the negative press Batman versus Superman's getting. I might actually enjoy the movie because my expectations are now very low, so I might just have fun watching the movie. So Eric commented that he liked it. And then David added a bunch of stuff about the movie, and Eric was kind of just like, did you not read the part of his post where he said he hadn't seen it yet? Like,
Spoilers. Hello.
And then, it wasn't like vicious or nothing, but they did go back and forth like a little bit.
Right.
And Eric called him Ebert, and I was just like, oh boy.
Oh no.
It was funny. And then me and cousin Mike, we took over Jessica posted a thing. It was like, I'm not sure if like she knew what it was or not, but it was supposed to be like thug kids on a bus, and it's like this cop like with the school bus, and they start throwing stuff at him and spilling stuff on him, and like he rushes onto the bus and then he gets thrown out the back. And at first I was like, I think I've seen this before, and then I realized it's from Super Troopers. It's the end of Super Troopers. So So I was going to comment something, but Mike had already said something. Like he said, like, I want a liter cola. And I was just like, just get a large Farva. And he's like, I don't want a large Farva. I want a goddamn liter cola. And then I posted a picture of, like, Farva, like, covered in powdered sugar. That's delicious. Chuck, you've seen Super Troopers, right?
Once.
That movie is so good.
Yes. I hear they're making a sequel.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they started on like Indiegogo, or I don't think it was Kickstarter. I think it was Indiegogo. I didn't have any money to give them at the time. Otherwise, I would have given them money. I support Super Troopers too, man. I would have given them money. I gave MST3K like $115.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Well, I mean, I'll get some stuff in exchange for it. That's cool. But I would have given them some money even without something.
Right.
Just because I love MST3K so much. I recently just cut like how much I give the Drunks and Dragons people. I felt bad doing it, but I'm just like, I've really got to start. I'm spending too much money on crap.
Cripple.
So I cut it down. When I have more disposable income, not that any of my income is disposable, but when I have more income that I can choose to dispose of, even though I shouldn't, I'll probably bump it back up again. I especially felt bad because their last episode made me laugh so hard. One of their new characters is this like apeling or something, and because one of their characters died at the end of the last big story arc. And he's been playing a couple of different characters. I think we're waiting for like his real character. I'm not even sure this ape thing is like a real character yet. But his name's Bananas Foster, and he's 503, and they were trying to argue with him that like they don't live that long, and he won't back down. They're making him, anytime he does anything strenuous, they're making him do a constitution check, or he's gonna like die. But he's just so funny, and I'm just like, I'm sitting here laughing at this like so hard, and I'm just like, and I just reduced my like the amount of money I give them to like make me laugh. Damn it. He keeps like he keeps disguising self to like be like other people, like that they associated themselves with, and one of them was dead. So they were like, hell. These guys are just funny. And then after I came home, on top of like eating my dinner, which was Cookout. I had to, not that I had to, I don't want to make it sound like that, but I had to listen to Ange go on for 15, 20 minutes about work frustrations.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I feel for her, man. She's a slacker. She's like me. She gets this from me, and it's a good and a bad thing. She's a slacker when she's not at work, but when she's at work, I mean, she's like, she busts her ass.
Right.
And when other people don't bust their ass, it's frustrating. So she was very frustrated today.
What's she
A
doing?
lot of people not bust. Man, I was so frustrated with one of our PSEs tonight. They put him on nights for a couple of weeks because it's like, he needs to work nights occasionally, man. He's like, so, and I was all down for that. Man, the dude is slower than fuck. I'm like, he is not a ball of fire. He is like, as soon as I got off the window, I went back there to start throwing parcels, and I was just like, man, I'm just like, I am not staying too late tonight. I was just like, you guys are killing me. Not Faith. Faith is the other PSA, and she works pretty hard, but she was a little frustrated too. And she kept saying, she's like, you're still on that same pallet. But every time he walked away to go do something else slowly, I was just like, Faith, he's fucking killing me. She just laughed. Yeah, I mean, my whole thing about busting my ass is like, well, I need a job. So, I want to keep the job I have, and it's a good job. Right. But really, like, my number one reason for busting my ass, anything I do when I'm busting my ass, my number one reason is to, like, get the shit done so I can go back to being a slacker. It's like the harder I work, the sooner I get home and I can just do nothing.
Right.
When I'm doing stuff around the house, like, tomorrow I took the day off. I plan on getting some spring cleaning done. Man, I'm gonna bust my ass so that I can stop and sit around and do nothing. That's my whole. That was Chuck. I was wondering if that was Damian.
No, it's me trying to wake him up.
That's my whole motivation for anything I work hard at. Anything I work hard at, I'm like, I'm just doing it just so I can stop working hard. Which I guess is not a bad way to be if shit gets done.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you look at it.
I want to come home and
you
watch
get all
TV.
the hard shit done out of the way, and then you got easy shit left, and
Although lately, with all the work I've been doing D&D wise, man, it's like, really, I bust my ass really hard at work to come home to, like, bust my ass at a desk. I really slacked off this week, which was necessary, not in a bad way, but I was like, you know what? It's like, I'm sitting in this chair too much. I'm staying up too late, and I don't even know the time, so I'm just I kind of slowed it down a little.
Take it easy.
I got Mom doing artwork for me. I think she's afraid every time I call. I'm just like, you got that artwork yet? You got it. John.
Yeah.
You have to come downtown for Mommy's show. Chuck, you should come too, but I know it's probably not possible.
Nah.
Yeah, probably not.
But this is her first show at the studio. And it is... Why am I looking at November 2015? That's ridiculous. Let's click on the today button. No. I guess it would be the 6th of May. I think it's the first Friday, unless the show starts before then. But the opening night of her show, yeah, she was like, everybody should come. I should have family support, and this is the time when friends and family should definitely come. And I'm just like, all right, well, we'll be there.
I have catering that Saturday, so I'm going to say no.
Yeah, and it's also really far for you. You're forgiven, man. You're forgiven.
Yeah. And when is this again?
I'll have to double check. I thought she said May 1st, but when I looked at the calendar, that's not the first Friday of the gallery hop, but that still might be the day that her show opens.
Right.
Usually these things open on gallery hop type nights, so I'm going to have to check there and see if it's gallery hop or like if it's starting before that. But I was like, yeah, I said, well, I'll come, for Christ's sake. And I was like, there's Finnegan's right across the street.
Yeah.
Finnegan's is where Chuck's gonna start working when he's able to move down here.
There he goes.
Finnegan's, you say?
Yeah, now you'll probably find a better place than Finnegan's. But Finnegan's is a nice place, man. It's an Irish pub. They got some pretty good food. They
I'll
got
make
good
it better.
beers. Their beer's good.
Weird.
Cheddar's is I don't know how good that is. I'm gonna try it soon. Maybe next week.
It's too salty.
Yeah.
Jesse hated it. I thought it was all right, but it was definitely not a place I want to frequent. I definitely see the appeal for young people flocking there.
Yeah, that's definitely the impression I get.
Yeah. It's like their version of El Greco.
There you
Like
go.
a tame.
And I can eat shitty food. It's just I prefer not to pay so much for it.
Yeah.
Like the Stadium Diner.
Hmm.
Love that place. Food wasn't great.
Ever since they poisoned me, I've not been back.
I don't blame you.
Chuck has been poisoned.
Chuck needs food badly, as long as it's not from Stadium Diner.
I used to stop there on my way home and be like, yeah, just give me a burger. Leave like a $5 tip, even though my meal only cost $6 or whatever. Yeah, I just got a bad. Yeah, undercooked chicken wrap.
Yeah.
Ew.
I remember when I used to pick you up from work, man. I'd get the squid.
Yes, good old fried calamari with the ancho
Diavolo.
mayonnaise.
What is it?
Ancho mayonnaise.
I thought it was like Fra Diavolo.
That's
Or is that the same
that's a
thing?
tomato sauce. That's a type of tomato sauce. The
Huh.
spicy marinara.
Either way,
the Beach Tree has that. It's basically a ancho mayonnaise. They call it ancho aioli, but
They're weird.
I like mayonnaise.
I just love telling people no, we don't have Fra Diavolo or marinara. You don't eat marinara? No. Only one person I will actually try to make a quick marinara for.
Why don't you guys have any marinara? Don't you guys do any pastas? Pastas?
The one pasta we have is a cream sauce.
Come on, man. I love tomato sauce.
I know.
Love
Every
it.
now and then I make some tomato sauce for a special, but when you only have one pasta on the menu, it's whatever.
I've gotten really good at making my sauce in the crock pot. It took time because tomato sauce is not really a crock potty kind of thing.
Not really.
But I've got it down. My sauce stays nice and thick, and yeah, it's been pretty good. It took a while. Like it used to be like way too watery, and I have to like slurp all this like tomato flavored water off my plate.
You cover the crock pot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why, because there's no evaporation going.
Yeah, but it's like, usually when I'm doing it, it's because I'm not going to be home all day. And
Right.
I don't want to just throw some tomato sauce in a thing and heat it up. I want the flavors to flavor each other and stuff. So the crock pot one's been working out really well. And my secret is, and I'm sure it's not a secret to someone like you, Chuck, or probably even to John, my secret is a good amount of tomato paste.
That does help.
Yeah, thicken the shit out of it, man. And then even once the water, once the evaporation happens and it gets watery, it still stays, like, it still stays good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I know nothing about that stuff.
Some Italian restaurant here in Winston was asking me about my crock pot skills. On Twitter. They don't have a lot of followers. I forget the name of the restaurant. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick. I didn't get back to them right away. It was when I made my my what do you call it for St. Patty's Day? Paul's Fine Italian. And they said to me, they just, I guess they're just looking at people's posts like around Winston-Salem. And after I said like what I was doing with my stuff, they were like, "Ooh, did you add in some cabbage at lunchtime?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I did." And they were like, "Yum, are you a crock-pot meal master, or is corned beef just one of your specialities?" And I said something like, hardly. I make like 3 things. I make like corned beef sauce and chili. Although I will put in like a pork thing or a beef thing with vegetables. I'll buy the kit at Walmart.
Okay.
It's got the meat like wrapped separately, and it's got like all the vegetables already wrapped. So it's like for my hours, it's like really good because it's like just simply I put my meat in with a little bit of water before I leave the house in the morning. When I come home for lunch, I throw in my veggies, and it's just simple. But they were like, sounds pretty masterful to us. When you're not mixing it up in the crock pot, do you ever go out for lunch? And that's where I'm just like, see? It took you 3 tweets to get to it, but you're trying to get me to go to your restaurant.
Those bastards.
I know.
We should do a drive-by.
And they got like a picture of some nice pasta on their Twitter page, but, I mean, I'm going to follow them just to make them feel better. I just looked. They're following 3 people, and they have 9 followers.
Aww.
But,
You take pity on them?
Yeah, I'll take pity on them. I'll follow them for a little bit. So they got pictures of some nice-looking food, but, of course, it's not necessarily their food. This one might be. They have this thing is like, this is how we make dinner in Winston-Salem. And there's like, what is it? There's some prosciutto, it looks like, on top of some melon.
Okay, classic. And
there's some other stuff, some sort of meat. It's very red with like white marbly stuff. And there's like a green pesto-y looking, thick looking pesto-y thing. And but I mean, like the other pictures, I'm just assuming are like just, pictures. I don't think it's their food. It could be. I don't know. There's a salad. That's probably theirs. Judging by the filters they used on the picture, it's probably theirs. And there's like pictures of like their tables and stuff in case you want to go there. I mean, I don't even know where they're located. Follow me, will you, on the Twitter? Well, talk to me on the Twitter. It's not even like they were following me.
Bastards.
John, how did you like that place you went to with Mommy? I haven't been there yet. I keep meaning to go there.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Trey Noni.
Yeah. What was it? It was, what did I eat? I ate something good. I don't remember what I ate. It was a long time ago already, but it was good. It wasn't, I went for something different. I don't remember what it was, but it was different. Maybe it's a pasta eat thing.
There's like customer reviews. I want a menu.
Yeah.
I don't want customer reviews. I want a menu. Show me a menu. I like to see a menu. There's something here that says full website. All right. Full website. Okay, yeah, it looks like that link was to something else. Here's the menu. Menu. They're over on Robin Hood Road, and they like to use the Italian spelling of things. They've got antipasti, and it's appetizers. And they antipasto Fredo. Hey, Fredo. Cold Italian hors d'oeuvres. Carpaccio. What's that, Chuck? What's carpaccio?
Carpaccio, basically raw, thinly sliced meat. It is
Okay.
delicious.
Is that what? Would you put it with a pesto to dip it in or something?
Sure.
That might be what I was looking at there, where I said that like the red meat. That
Yeah.
looked like it was like because it was really red. So that might have been that.
Yeah. What we do at the beach tree? We take like a strip loin, take most of the fat off, salt, pepper, hard sear that bitch so it's nice and black, nice char. Throw it in the freezer. Then every now and then on the slicer, slice it really, 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 really thin, like prosciutto thin, or as thin as prosciutto should be, if not thinner.
Right.
And then we throw it on the plate. Salt, pepper, shallots, Parmesan, some extra virgin olive oil, red pepper flakes. There you go, bite bite. But you can put anything. I've had put salad on it, capers, put some blue cheese on it for shits and grins.
All right. Well, so they got that then, and they got zucchini rollatini.
Mm.
They've got mozzarella and pomodoro. And here's the prosciutto and melon because it says prosciutto and meloni.
Yep.
And then they've got minestrone, which says soup.
Soups.
Yep. Then they've got minestrone, pasta and fagioli,
Of course.
stracciatella.
Okay.
Sounds good to me, actually. Egg and spinach broth. I like those things.
Yeah, it's basically an Italian egg drop soup.
Okay. And then they got some salads. And they got some pastas. They got rigatoni alla vodka, spaghetti al sugo di carne, fettuccine alfredo. I know that one. Tortellini alla panna, gnocchi al sugo di carne, linguini pescatori, cheese ravioli, capellini puttanesca. That sounds good.
Angel hair with horse sauce.
Yeah, tomato, olives, and capers.
No anchovies. And it's not
Doesn't
true
say, no.
Yeah, puttanesca is basically horse sauce.
Horse sauce?
Yes, it's basically what the horse would make down by the docks, in between Johns, from my understanding.
Man, I see now. If I had an Italian restaurant,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like capellini puttanesca. I'd be like pasta with horse sauce.
Angel hair pasta with horse sauce.
I wouldn't even call it angel. I'd be like that skinny pasta with horse sauce. Everything would come with horse sauce.
With horse.
I'd be like, yeah, you want the linguine pescatori, which is the spicy tomato sauce and seafood, and when they said yes, I'd be like, it comes with a side of horse sauce. You want the fettuccine alfredo? Fettuccine alfredo is so delicious. It comes with the horse sauce.
Is that with peas without?
The alfredo?
Yeah.
It just says egg noodles in cream sauce. It doesn't say about cheese. You know who makes a killer? You know who makes a killer fettuccine alfredo? Your brother John.
If that's true, it's only because Chucky taught me.
Well, there you go, Chucky. Good job. I could just take that sauce home and eat it and die in the morning from hard arteries or whatever. But it's so delicious. Now they've also got Pesky, Joe Pesky. Does his name mean fish? Is Joe Pesky?
Yes.
Is he Joe the fish?
Yeah, Joey Fish.
Joey Fish. Okay.
Joey the Fish.
Polo, which I know as Espanoli Pollo. I don't know how you pronounce it in Italiano.
Close enough.
Close
Pretty
enough?
much.
Pollo. Cabeza de pollo.
Both languages are based off Latin, so a lot of the stuff just melds easily.
And here's the dulce.
Ah, yes, the dolce.
Cannoli, strawberry rum cake, tiramisu, spumoni. You know, I don't see that word written out very often. I say it a lot. When I first looked at the word, I was like, "The fuck is that? It sounds gross." And then I said it out loud, and I was like, "Oh, spumoni." Okay, it's not gross.
That's
Spumoni.
delicious. I think that's the only reason Mallory wants me to go back to the Italian Center.
For spumoni?
Yeah, it's because Mr. Joe would sit her up on the counter or grab her and take her to the back and get her a little dish of spumoni and then put her up on the bar while she ate.
Aw.
He loves kids.
All right. Well, this guy, Paul Pirello, the owner, he was born in Sardinia, off the coast of Italy, and he went to hotel school in Germany, and he was spent 20 years refining his craft in New York, and in '88 is when he moved to Winston-Salem. Also, I guess he's been there since '88. His Twitter account is new.
He's old.
Yeah, he's very old. He probably just got recently hired like his great-granddaughter, who was like, "Papa, you don't have a fucking Twitter account?"
No Twitter? No
He's
Facebook?
like, "I'm gonna get you a Twitter. I'm gonna follow this guy. He looks like he eats pasta." I'm gonna ask him about his corned beef.
I don't have Twitter. I don't
I
want
love
Twitter.
Twitters.
I don't think I want Twitter. My Twitter would be very boring.
Well, you know, the best reason for Twitter, I mean, I try to tweet stuff, but the best reason for Twitter is to follow other people who abuse the hell out of you. I mean, especially, like, there are some, like, parody accounts. They're just so funny. Like, did you see the new Star Wars, Chuck?
No.
All right, there's a lot of, like, parody Twitter accounts based on the new Star Wars. There's, like, you know a little bit about it?
Yeah.
There's like emo Kylo Ren, because Kylo Ren was kind of emo, and he
Yeah.
always just says emo stuff. And there's like Han Solo that does dad jokes, and that's funny. Very lonely Luke. There it is. Dad joke Han Solo. Here, let me pull some of these up. What is a Wookiee's favorite drink? Chew Bacardi. Just kidding, I think they like beer. Why do Bespin droids remember everything? Because they keep their data in the cloud. Ben, that's what their planet's made of. Ben and I were at the mall. What kind of car is that? Ben, Dad, that's clearly a toy, not a car. Me, a Toyota. Today, Ben says he thinks of Darth Vader as his real dad. I said, does that make me his faux pas? He said, you're dead to me. I'm Kylo Ren now.
It says, when Leia and I got back together, I had changed my Facebook. I used to say Han Solo. Now it says Han in a relationship.
I had to. Because
I have to look at it. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's so hard. We got this new kid at work. He's 17. He keeps reminding us, I'm only 17, I'm only 17. He gets so annoyed when I start talking gay. Can you please stop doing that? But why?
Very lonely Luke.
Where'd that one go?
Very lonely Luke. Obi-Wan said my mom died. Maybe it's the same situation as with my dad. I'm still waiting for an old lady to show up and try to kill me. Kylo once asked me what it's like having a famous dad. I said, I'm famous too. Everyone knows my name. He rolled his eyes. Whatever, Duke. My robes rubbed together until I accidentally shocked myself. The Emperor wasn't so special after all. One morning I shoved away my breakfast. I'm sick of blue milk and blue Cheerios. Aunt Beru shrugged and tossed me a Pop-Tart. It was blueberry. I told Yoda I had to leave to save my friends. Really, I just wanted to get out of his tiny hut. I hit my head like 400 times a day.
Oh, God.
Relationship status. The last time I put the moves on a girl, I got family zoned. Before I left, I gave Han directions to my planet. I asked him to tell everyone. I wrote it all down, he said. He didn't even have a pen.
That's good.
One time I explained how I put torpedoes. One time I explained how I put torpedoes down the vent shaft. Han said, "That's what I did to your sister." I liked him better in carbonite. Being a Jedi is 10% talking about peace and harmony and 90% stabbing stuff with lightsabers. You said my dad died, I yelled. You said you buried him yourself. No, Obi-Wan replied. I said I tried to have him cremated. Leia used to boss me around all the time. I finally said, "Who died and made you queen?" She crossed her arms. Everyone on Alderaan.
Oh, man.
Obi-Wan wasn't the only one who lied. Yoda did too. I checked the Jedi training manual. There's nothing in there about piggyback rides. Kylo Ren is what happens when you give every kid a participation trophy.
Oh.
Obi-Wan ranted about the Sand People. I told him not to say that. He said, "What the hell am I supposed to call them? How about people?" One time Kylo Ren asked me how it felt to have Darth Vader for a father. I gave him the finger with my robot hand. Oh no! This is the last one I'll read, I think, maybe. I'm going to switch off of it. After Kylo Ren was born, I never saw Han and Leia. I reminded Leia that I'm in her family too. She said they only had room for one whiny baby. No, okay, wait, one more. I knew Kylo Ren wasn't mature enough to be a Jedi. He called lightsabers laser boners. I'm pretty sure Han taught him that. Oh boy. Very lonely Luke.
Aw.
Very lonely Luke. Has anyone heard from Dad lately?
The last, aside from all that stuff he's been posting, all these pictures and stuff now, which I don't even read. Last thing I heard about him is he doesn't need heart surgery, but the doctor's going to look at him and check him periodically for the next 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I got.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
He keeps sending me like pictures in my messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell what are you doing? I mean, I don't even understand them. It's like, it's not even like jokes or nothing. Like, send me jokes. Jokes, man.
Jokes are good. I like jokes.
I like jokes too, man. Jokes. jokes or funny gifs, or cool Star Wars stickers. The good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, there's nothing good on Facebook. I've been getting a little too political lately for myself.
I noticed that.
Well, they really made me mad the other day.
Mm.
Fucking cocksuckers.
Don't get mad.
They're a bunch of cocksuckers. They did a secret emergency session kind of thing to make some of the most draconian anti-gay, anti-vet, anti-everybody laws in the fucking country. And the governor signed it that night. He had a boner to sign this shit or something. And all these people are like, well, I don't want them I don't want these gays peeing in my bathroom. And I'm just like, motherfucker, man. They're not gay, they're transgender, and regardless of how you feel about it, just because they're transgender doesn't mean they want to fucking watch you pee. They're not after your kids.
Yep.
The fuck.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
I got a neighbor who raved about that, but I don't think he understood what was going on. Because he was raving against them being able to do so, and he was all angry. But it's like, well, that's what are you talking about? I mean, you got your way. What are you bitching about? But yeah, he's talking about these people are going to be opening doors for my little girl where she's got to pull her pants down to pee, and some dude is going to be in there just because he says he's gay. I want to say stuff like, well, it doesn't really work like that, but you have your right to your opinion, Jim, but you just need to chill, I think. But it's not worth it. He's very old. It's like an old bikery dude.
Gotcha.
He's got his own problems, so I was like, yeah, whatever. Anything I say is not going to help anyway, so I just.
I mean, Chuck, we have a transgender friend, me and John.
Okay.
And she's really cool. And John, could you imagine her trying to go into a men's room?
People would flip out.
They would flip out. But that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then I seen other people posted pictures of transgender males, guys, who were born women. And some of these people are they're very manly looking, they're very masculine. A lot of them are very built, bodybuildery kind of I guess because that's just what they want to look like. But man, try picturing with beards and shit. Go on into the ladies' room, man.
Mm.
That's gonna freak them out more than if our friend walked in there.
Yeah.
Fucking bunch of.
Unless someone is there checking equipment down below, who's really going to know?
Yeah, exactly.
If these people are living their lives as whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our friend. I'm just not saying her name right now, just because I am recording this live, and I don't know if she wants us talking about her business, even though nobody watches our YouTube shit.
A couple friends
just to be
very responsible.
Yeah, just to be responsible and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, not for nothing. I I mean, she's a very attractive girl, man. No one's gonna think twice if she goes into a ladies' room, ever. No one's gonna be like, huh, I'm not sure about that one.
I saw stubble.
She's she will have no problem. I mean, and I get it though. I mean, it's not about whether or not she's gonna have trouble doing that, because I'm sure she's not going to. You know, it's the fucking principle of the thing. It's the fact that like people fucking suck.
Yep.
Yeah.
People suck here, man. Not all of them, because the whole thing started because like the politicians in Charlotte were like trying to pass like anti-discrimination laws for like for lesbian, gay, transgender folks. They were trying to pass like some stuff to anti-discriminate against them, and it's like the conservative, evangelical, Christian fucking right was just like, oh no. In fact, we're gonna make it worse.
Yeah.
A bunch of cocksuckers. And like they snuck in like so much other shit on top of that. Like now they can discriminate pretty much against anybody they want. Anybody can discriminate against anybody, unless they're white evangelical Christians. And that includes veterans. They took away like the things that helps people not discriminate against vets. They said that cities are not allowed to like change their minimum wage. So it's like if the city of Winston-Salem wants to raise their minimum wage to like $8.50 an hour, can't do it.
Now without state approval, that's bullshit.
Fucking, it is bull. Oh, it's such bullshit. Oh, it's such bullshit. Yeah, I'm never political on my Facebook, but I've been really political about this because
it's been hard not to. It's been hard not to. There's too much fucking bullshit out there.
Yeah.
Like the freaking Republicans saying, "Oh, the NRA needs to vet this guy you want to be judge." Why?
You guys should sign that thing I signed.
Which one?
I signed that. What do you call those things?
Petition.
Thank you. I signed a petition for the Republican National Convention to be open carry. Because these guys are all about open carry, and they should be able to carry in schools. They should be able to carry everywhere. But the Ohio, which is an open carry state, but the place where they're holding the convention, is like a gun-free zone. So some troll, some genius, started a petition saying that we should make the Republican National Convention open carry, man.
I'll sign that petition.
Man, I signed it. I was like, yeah, it's somewhere on my Facebook, dude. It's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And I was like, what's the worst that could happen?
Trump supporters go ballistic when they don't nominate him.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah. I just can't wait to see who the other party candidates are for the Green Party and whoever else. I'll be like, okay. Watch the Green Party finally win.
They have a is Green big enough in New York to be on the ballot this year?
Usually they are. I'm not sure though.
I know last time I voted in a presidential primary in New York, they weren't. They didn't have the. Oh shit! This is the funniest shit. Holy shit, John, Chuck,
Yeah.
But especially you, John. You have to look at what I just shared on my Facebook wall. I'm gonna put your name on it, John.
Is it the one with all the Game of Thrones stuff?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I just shared that one as I was looking through stuff.
No, I just shared it and I tagged your name. Chuck, you got to look too, but it's very John specific.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
No, don't be. It's funny as hell.
Yep. That's
Oh, the Game of Thrones ones is really funny too. I like that a lot.
I had to comment. I had to. Oh God.
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh God. We're sick.
I'm sorry. You're fine. You're fine. With the face sticking out of his eye. It's so funny.
Should we tag Mom?
Yeah, I don't know if she'll remember
I
it.
wouldn't remember.
She probably won't. She'll for a while, so we'll never look at it.
There's a lot of stuff like I try to remind her of. She doesn't remember. She doesn't remember stepping on my face when I was a little kid.
She was drunk.
Was she?
I don't know.
She might have been. We were up and out late, and it was I think everybody was drinking up at the Northrops. You know, having a good time. And I did for somebody, because I was a little kid and I was an idiot, I did my Evel Knievel impression. Not of like Evel Knievel, the actual guy, but my Evel Knievel guy that you put on the thing and you...
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, and then he goes around and around and around, and then he just kind of falls over, and I just laid down on the ground like real slow. I was like, and then he's like, and he falls over, and Mom backed up and stepped on my face, and I still have a scar. It's like tiny now. It's barely noticeable. But every now and then when I'm shaving, I see it, and I remember. I remember that she stepped on my face.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I get hurt, doing stupid shit, man.
It's always the stupid shit.
Fucking jumping over garbage bags, fucking playing Evel Knievel. Not the real guy, but the toy. It's like, this is how the toy goes. The toy falls down like this. And then, your mom probably steps on the toy's face, too. And she's like, what the hell's it doing on the floor?
You stomp on this kid now.
Oh, that's just too funny. I'm still looking at that picture, man. That's just the funniest shit.
That is.
Here comes Angie. Everyone shush.
Shh, shh, shh. Don't talk about her.
Oh. Who just knocked on the door? What?
I thought she said she wasn't going out. She's going to sleep.
She's not going out.
Oh.
She was just letting him in. What's going on, Cedro?
Not much. What's going on?
Not much, man.
Is that a Pebbles hairdo?
Yeah, sort of Pebbles. I'm asking if you had a Pebbles hairdo.
I'm called Pebbles all the time.
The Cedro's grandmother, if you guys didn't hear that, calls her Pebbles all the time. This is what she wants her hair to look like. I'll find the picture. I'll try to share it on the Facebook.
Oh, I wish that was your money.
It's almost long enough that we're gonna take her to a hairstylist and be like, do this. It's gotta be a better picture of it. Hang on. Oh wait, I didn't ask her where she was going. might want something to drink if she's going to Sheets.
Sheet in a cup.
Tell that boy to go home.
Well, he just got off work.
Say, go home, boy.
Now we
Did he bring you donuts?
No.
Why doesn't he bring you donuts?
He said he would if I wanted him to, but I don't
Oh,
want
okay.
him to. Yeah, no, he's off. Let me grab my phone. Hang on. I gotta ask her if she can get me something to drink.
We made coffee.
Tell him he should bring me donuts. Boy lives closer to me anyway. He should bring me some damn donuts. No, I don't need no damn donuts.
Ow. Oh, everything hurts.
Mondo, you should tell Isidro to bring your donuts to my house.
Okay.
On your way over, you should stop by John's house and give him the donuts that you were going to give to me. John wants a donut. No, I don't need a donut. Seriously, I don't. It's okay. Hi.
Hey, you going to Sheets? Question mark. Hopefully she will say yes! Exclamation point, and I will say, please get me a drink.
And then say, John said you were going to bed and not going out. What the F?
What the F? I wonder if. Oh, you know what? Let me try this. Let me try. Wrist cutters, which is one of my favorite movies. You guys should watch Wrist Cutters sometime.
Wrist cutters.
Yeah. It's about all these people who killed themselves.
That's crazy talk.
It's this movie is fantastic. It's about all these people who kill themselves, but they go to this afterlife. I mean, it's the afterlife for suicides, and it sucks there, and you can't smile, like you just can't. Like you can try, but you can't. And all the jobs are shitty. Everybody basically just has a shitty job, and it's just shitty. It's just like here, only shitty.
Wow.
But this dude, like one of the main characters, finds out that his girlfriend had killed herself shortly after he did, so he wants to go find her. So he teams up with this like Russian rock guy who's like awesome, and based on that's the girl there, the one spray painting the flowers, not the one sticking his head back is the hero of the story. But Angie wants her hair to kind of look like that girl's. But so he's trying to find his girlfriend. So this Russian guy, his friend, is like his best friend in the afterlife, comes with him, and they meet this girl, and she's looking for the people in charge because she overdosed. She was not trying to kill herself, and she doesn't feel that it's fair that she's there. And they just have this like pretty cool adventure. The movie is like weird as hell, but it's like so good.
Hmm.
And the main reason I watched it is because of the soundtrack. Because Gogol Bordello. I know you're probably familiar with them, Chuck. I know Tara likes them, right?
I may have heard him once or twice.
They did a lot of songs on the soundtrack, and the Russian rocker guy, he's based on him. And it's really good. It's a good movie. Weird as hell, but it's good. And Tom Waits is in it. I love Tom Waits.
He's drunk. It's funny.
It's funny. And the dude, the Russian guy, his car has there's a black hole in it. Like when you drop stuff, if you drop stuff on the floor, it like just goes into this black hole and like it's never to be seen again. And like they keep dropping shit down there, and like the Russian guy keeps like getting pissed. He's just like, "Get the hell, man!" He's like, "Come on."
Dude, that's high.
Yeah, I was just going through my stuff. If you see the shadow, that's me up there taking the picture.
I think the repelling tower was about that high.
Yeah, that's 60 feet.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I don't know why I posted that. I pressed a button and all my pictures showed up from my phone. I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. That's neat.
Basically a bucket truck.
No, my bucket truck only goes 35 feet. I had to rent a special lift for that job.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's fully extended.
Nice.
Yeah, that's me looking down at the ground through the floor.
The Russian guy in the movie, Eugene, his whole family committed suicide. So they're all kind of like hanging out there together.
Right.
On the thing. I love this scene. This scene's kind of funny. Unless you don't want to watch it.
Are you gonna post it on the thing?
No, I was gonna put it on the Actually, I could just post it on the thing.
Well, no, I don't mind.
I can either put it in Hangouts or I can post it on the. Let me know if you've opened up the YouTube on the thing.
Is the YouTube on the thing?
Yes.
On
yeah,
the
there is
Hangout.
YouTube.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay.
I opened the YouTube.
This is back when people were still alive.
Don't be a bitch. Jesus Christ.
This is them on their mission to like go find the thing, the girl and stuff, and she's looking for the people in charge. That's just the song. I thought it was a different scene, but
No.
anyway, the movie's really good though. It's a really good movie. It's really strange, and yeah, it's really strange, man.
I will look it up.
Here's some Eugene scenes. Let me see how these are. Are you doing this intentionally to hurt me? No, it's a good movie. Just what Ange said. I told her about the John says you said you were going to sleep. She hasn't answered me.
Say again?
I told Ange that John said that she said she was going to sleep, but she didn't answer me.
Yeah.
Oh. See, because you didn't put what the F.
You're right. He says, what the fuck? So I've been making a whole bunch of cool monsters and things for D&D. I've been very amused with myself.
What kind? Or we'll find out later.
Well, some of them you'll find out later, but there was an animated shield.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. You know, if once you kill the thing that the animated shield is supposed to protect, you can take the shield.
Oh.
You have to if the object of attunement is killed or destroyed, it becomes wild and will attack any creature that comes within 30 feet. An unattuned animated shield can be attuned to a new creature that can grapple the shield and hold it for 3 rounds. After the 3rd round, it remains still and can be attuned to the creature that tamed it. And if not attuned to a new creature within 24 hours, it reverts to its wild state. And then under the magic items part, that was under the monster part. Under the magic items part, being as a shield, it gives you +2 armor class, you know, like every other shield. And if attack misses the target due to the +2 bonus, then the shield takes damage. So it'll still protect you beyond that, but for example, if the target had an original armor class of 16, the shield takes the intended damage if the attacker rolls a 17 or 18. And once it reaches 0 hit points, it's destroyed and loses all magical properties. But it does regain 2d6 lost hit points each dawn up to its maximum hit point value.
Cool.
Yeah, because I realized, like, since I made it a monster, it can't be like a permanent shield like forever because, you know, you just tried to kill it. So I decided, like, that's what I'll do as far as, like, when it takes personal damage.
Baba came out of the room, right?
What else have I made up? I've made up new Shadatho guys. I've made up some weird things that I am keeping a secret from you right now. Muhahaha.
More poo golems?
No, not poo golems. Poo golem. I have to make the poo golems. Oh my god, I have to come up with a real stat block for them.
You should make their god Mr. Hanky. Mr. Hanky.
Howdy ho, everybody. We live here in the sewer. We're gonna go attack those guys.
I created a whole class of undead called the Restless Dead. And the only one that I've actually come up with stats for so far is the Bone Rider, which is basically kind of like a headless horseman, but he's got a head and stuff. But he has a skeletal warhorse, and he's cool. He has some nifty things going on with him. I made it for a whole bunch of one-shot, like side quest thingies. And a wereweasel.
Ooh.
Yeah, wereweasels. And they're pretty cool. They do a war dance. I'm thinking of a new name for it, but it's basically the war dance. What made me want to do... Oh, okay, because one of the little side quests I was doing is the characters get invited for brunch by some small noble who is trying to, like, you know, get some clout in the area. So he's been, like, you know, politicking and stuff, but also, like, you know, adventurers. He tries to, like, you know, entertain them and, like, you know, be like, maybe, you know, maybe you could do some stuff for me. I help you out, blah, blah, blah. When I become rich and powerful around here, like, I can, you know, be your patron, etc. And so he was going to have problems with twig blights and, like, needle blights, you know, the blight guys. I was going to have it where, like, while you guys are having brunch, like, one of his, like, servants comes in with needles in his face and just like, sir. But then when I was checking the stuff I'm allowed to use outside of, like, the DM's guild, blights, I'm not allowed to use blights. So I was like, shit. I was like, so I got to use something else. And so while I was looking at monsters and stuff, I was like, oh, well, I can have, like, you know, the guy's got, like, a little bit of a farm going on behind his manor, I was like, yeah, I'll have weasels come. Like, there'll be some normal weasels and some giant weasels. And, because these are supposed to be, like, small side quest kind of things. And then I was like, and then, a wereweasel. Yeah, so now I have to come up with stats for a wereweasel. So I was looking up weasels online to come up with some, like, things to differentiate them, like what makes them different from were-rats. They're just shape changers. Blah, blah, blah. They have to do something that's interesting, aside from looking like weasels. I mean, that would be good enough, but... And one of the things I saw was, like, they do this, like... They act like spazzes. They do this, like, dance, and the site called it a war dance. But basically, like, when they see, like, rabbits, for instance, it's like... They make a big spectacle of themselves, like flopping around and jumping up and down and twisting about and stuff. And basically, like, it kind of hypnotizes the rabbits. Not hypnotizes, like, like, cluck like a chicken, but, like, the rabbits are like, the fuck is going on with that guy? And they get so confused, like, watching the weasel, like, act like a fucking idiot, that when the weasel's just like, I've had enough of this, and just jumps them, they're just like, I wasn't expecting that! So that's what I did for the wereweasel, because the war dance, like I said, I want to come up with a better name for it, but if at least 10 feet away from a target, the wereweasel twists around, hops, and darts back and forth in a wild, erratic pattern before lunging for a strike. Its next attack action has advantage, and it does an additional 3 points of piercing damage with its bite, but it cannot move again until the start of its next turn, because basically it uses its entire move, like, being like, yeah, and then when people are like, the fuck is he doing? It's like, ah!
Alright. Look, Phil, I'm falling asleep. I'm gonna get going.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and get a little work done here on this stuff here. We can try again next week, yeah?
Okay.
We'll see if Damian gets up and
Yeah.
poor Damian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Alright. Well, good night, guys. I love you.
Good night. Love you too, man.
Bye.
Alright.
Good night, guys.
Later. Homie.
Yeah. Later, homie. Holla.
Bitch.
Have a good night. Give the girls a kiss for me, man.
I will.
All right. Night.
Night.